North Coast Game of the Week made possible through the support of Groff Family Services. And welcome to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And it is playoff time. And with 16 teams in the playoffs, local teams, the higher seeded teams get home games. So it's kind of cool that we're headed off to Perkins High School for round one of the playoffs for 2023, as the number one seeded Pirates will host the number 16 seed, the Vermilion Sailors, at Firelands Health Stadium. And welcome aboard. We've got another great Friday night weather-wise for football, and it is ready to get this thing started.
North Coast Game of the Week, let it roll!
Well choreographed. Thank you, ladies. Just with that cue, we are set to let it roll. Our pregame brought to you by Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, both located, of course, in Bayview. And there's a look at the Hermes Parker concrete press box and the stands that soon are going to have a whole lot more bodies in them than what you saw right there. The Coach Hauser track surrounding the gridiron at Firelands Health Stadium. And there's a look at the kind of night we have, and a nice mild night for week 11 of the high school football season. Well, that's a nice little prediction to get us started. Wouldn't be quite that score, but pretty close. Perkins coming in on the year at 9-0 overall, and they won the Lake Division at 4-0. Vermilion 3-7 in the overall outlook, and 0-4 in conference play. This is what called game faces. As we get set and the Pirates lock in, they achieved goal number one. That's the conference championship. And of course, we all know that they've got a lot higher goals set than that now as this postseason gets underway. And with 16 teams per region, you got a long road to get there. So you've got a long way to stay focused and a lot to think about here as these weeks unfold. Eli Sanchez, sophomore lineman of the Pirates, and you know, you don't really have to be a senior to be a leader, and that young man has developed into a very solid one just as a sophomore, and just the way he plays the game. They're the Sailors in their purple and gold garb, getting set for their first playoff in eons. So the expansion of the playoffs, and a lot of people mock the 1 versus 16 and all that as we look at Troy Baumgartner spreading his goodwill on the field before the ball game gets underway. And, you know, Edison made the case for this 1 versus 16 a couple of years ago, and as a 16 seed, they knocked off number 1 seeded Bellevue. So it's not like it can't happen, but when you have a matchup like this one, you have to stay focused.
Beautiful.
There
we go. Get him. Fresh cooked by Tim Didion.
Fantastic.
That is a masterpiece right there.
Don't get any better than that right there.
Yeah, the Boosters put on a great spread before and during the game, and that's just good stuff all the way. There's excitement all over the place as the Pirates get set. Even Jason Worling's up there taking pictures of Tom while Tom takes pictures of Jason. And Beth alongside saying, "You're an idiot. What are you doing?" Good to have the Kinsels on board also as the Perkins playoff run begins. And, of course, everything Logan learned is from his dad on the left, right? That all came from the top. He'll tell you that, I'm sure. Your Fan of the Week is up next, and it's brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in Mansfield.
The Perkins Athletic Boosters are selling programs on 50/50.
The Hartongs are high atop the stadium in their customary loge seats.
Have been there for over 20 years. They are passing out.
Ed has been at the forefront of supporting high school athletics and youth athletics for years in our area, and we certainly thank him for that. That's your Fan of the Week, and it's brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield.
Go Pirates!
Right on cue. From high atop Firelands Health Stadium, there's the look down to the teams warming up and getting set for action. Double thumbs up. Now I feel good about the prospects for tonight. These teams have never met in playoff action before. Wow, there's a nice sight. This moon peeking up over the eastern horizon. They've met 12 times though in regular season play before this. Your pregame brought to you by Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, located, of course, in Bayview.
Also pursuant to Ohio law, Perkins High School is a non-smoking campus.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. What's up, Mark? Is he on there? See you at the golf course. Is he on there?
Hey,
I'll probably see you Saturday morning. We'll hit the tees, man.
They got us up there, boys.
Tuesday night,
Figured out.
You should be hitting the balls, guys. Not the tees. I love visiting those kids at the golf course, and they love to talk football. And when you get to know them, it's like, man, you can't wish it but anything but success for these guys. And yeah, we do have some fun, that's for sure. Comes the Perkins Marching Band onto the field to get everybody in game mood. Again, week number 11, Vermilion won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so we'll be looking at Perkins getting the football first in this game. And it's kind of a double-edged sword. You see the old moon in the background there, but, you know, when you defer to the second half, you're counting on your defense to really take hold and stop this high-powered Perkins offense right off the bat. So it does put pressure on the defense, to say the least. The week before, in Week 10 of the regular season, we saw Tiffin Columbian win the toss. They took the ball right off the bat. And when Perkins held them on the opening series, then go down and scores, it kind of squashes that strategy.
What's his wife's name? Karen? Karen. She was a scam lady. Yeah. Sweet girl. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Yep.
We got to catch up on latest gossip here.
All the way, let's keep it rolling. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go, number one.
Gotta love it. Perkins in their home gray uniforms getting set to make their entrance onto the field. And with the flume of smoke ready to envelop the stadium, here come the Pirates. Locked and loaded. I think these kids have a pretty good lock on the fact that you've got to be ready for everybody, no matter who it is, come playoff time. Well, happy Halloween to all. Our first quarter coming up, being brought to you by Restore Pro, Disaster Cleanup and Restoration. And Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in the heart of Ohio in Mansfield. Opening kick being booted around a little bit. By the time Wyatt Nemitz gets a hold of it and returns it, the Pirates are locked back on their 10-yard line. We get a look at Isaac Bunce, who closed the regular season with a flourish with a couple of 200-yard games, getting a 13-yard gain on the first play from scrimmage out to the 23-yard line. Logan Lesh starting QB for the Pirates. This is what he does so well, and this is what Braylon Collier does so well. 49 seconds into the game, and 77 yards later, Lesh to Collier, and the Pirates are on the board early. And again, you're talking about a young man that can throw the ball a mile and put it on the dime. And Braylon Collier, who is so good at beating defenders and looking it in the whole way. The distance this ball is thrown, because Lesh is standing back inside his 20-yard line when he throws this football. And this just doesn't happen, folks. A lot of it is God-given talent, but then you've got to really work this craft. And you talk to Logan, he'll tell you all the time how many hundreds of passes he and Braylon have thrown to each other. Of course, Logan's got the better part of the deal. It's Braylon who's running 60 yards downfield and coming back and doing it all over again. But that's what hard work does, man. They're on the same page. They know exactly where each other are, and there is your first score of the ball game. From 77 yards out, a two-play, 90-yard drive. It took just 49 seconds off the clock, and Mr. Automatic, Noah Normington Slay, making it Perkins 7, Vermilion nothing on our Civista Bank scoreboard. And Slay doing what he normally does, just boots that ball along the ground, where it's returned by Terrence Anders, and Vermilion starts on their 30. Aaron Mathis getting a taste of what the Perkins defense is going to be all about. Couple of yard gain out to the 32-yard line. Noses to the football for the Pirates. Hayden Bellini, John McGlashan teaming up to stop that one after 4 yards. And on third down, pretty well snuffed out. Reagan Kaufman, one of the leading tacklers on this Perkins football team. Right in there for a 2-yard loss, and fourth down in Vermilion, 3 plays and a punt. And the Pirates already with a 7-0 lead, getting the football back again. And they'll start from their 32-yard line. Braylon Collier for 15 out to the 47. And then Isaac Bunce. All the way down to the 18-yard line on a pickup of 35 yards for this high-flying Perkins offense, off to a great start in week number 11. And if you are heavily favored, as the Pirates are in this team, this is exactly the kind of start you want. Don't let a team hang around and think they've got a chance to stay with you. It's a toss to Collier down to the 4-yard line. You look at Isaac Bunce. Our second look for Matthews Ford as he just kind of squirms through all that traffic and buries that thing in the west end zone. Noah Normington Slay finishes it off, and the Pirates just 8:26 in the first quarter, already with a 14-0 lead on a 4-play, 68-yard drive. Vermilion is going to be pinned at their 25-yard line to start this drive. As so far, Defense working, the offense working, specialty units. All on the same page. Pitch wide side left that time for Evan Coons. Picks up 5 out to the 30. And Vermilion with a second down and 5. Not so much this time for Coons. Yard pickup out to the 31. Bringing up a third down and 4. Good luck to the Pirates in the playoffs. From all your friends at Pizza Brothers, home of the foldover. And here are some signs of good business. Dockside Cafe. Brady Signs. The Bay Bell Restaurant. Crush Wine Bar. Noble Axes. J Bistro. Cameo Pizza. S&H Blinds and Floors. Pizza House West. Third down for the Pirates, or for the Sailors rather, with the Pirate defense digging in. And this time Coons with the catch. The tackle made by Wyatt Nemitz after a first down to pick up a 14 yards, and they're out to their 45-yard line. Aaron Mathis, quarterback, this time handing off to Cohen Mooney, the co-captains of this Vermilion squad. He'll pick up a couple out to the 47. Boy, the inside handoff was very well snuffed out by Hayden Bellini.
Come on, Dylan.
Braxton Martin, again amongst the leader in tackles. Well, there's something you don't see very often. A punt right into the line. Watch again right here. Ouch! The punt that never got more than 6 feet off the ground. And the Pirates will start this drive from back on their 18-yard line.
Tim Bowles of the Pirates. It'll be first down from the 18-yard line.
Look at the playoff crowd on hand. And thanks to the following local businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fun, Schmid Architects, Steinemann Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnomes Podiatric Medicine, Braylon Collier again beats the defense, and Logan puts it right in the bucket. 82 yards. They whittled a whole 9 seconds off the clock on that drive. And we're still at 4:41 left to go in the first quarter, and the Pirates have jumped their lead out to 20-0. This is your pancake play of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House. $10 gift card going out to Braylon Collier on his second touchdown catch of the ball game. Look at Lesh. He knows his target. He knows that Collier, you can tell from back there when your receiver has got him beat. And look, he never breaks stride, reaches out, catches that perfectly thrown football with a nice grab, fully extended, and that's how 82-yard touchdowns are made right there. Doesn't come any better than that, folks. Lesh to Collier, 20-0. And Noah Normington Slay. After your pancake play of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House. Look at the hold by Lesh, scooping up the snap on a short hop and putting it down. And the Pirates now with a 21-0 lead. They should be smiling. That's a great start. And again, can't say it enough. They're doing what they should do in a game like this. If you're the heavy favorite, you go out and you take charge early. And that's exactly what the Pirates have done, following the script perfectly. Well, here's the other part of it. Special teams doing their work. They elect to kick it deep this time. So it's received at the 10. And that tackle's made like at the 15-yard line. Great downfield coverage. Tim Bowles leading the way. Vermilion starting from their 15. That didn't work out so well. Now it's back to the 6-yard line as Mathis gets sacked by Cam Fosco and company. This is bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. You could say this is a coverage sack as well, as Mathis stands back there and looking, wants to throw, but just doesn't feel comfortable in doing it. Oh, Fosco right there along with Bellini, and it's lights out. McGlashan, I mean, these guys are always around the football. That's bringing the heat. It's for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. So back on the 6-yard line, 2nd down and 19. Coons trying to get him a little bit of running room, and he'll pick up a couple out to the 8. And now on 3rd down, Mathis retreats to the end zone, just throws the ball to nobody. And what we're going to have here is a penalty flag thrown with nobody in the area. That's the 2 points up on the board for a safety. Intentional grounding from the end zone by rule is a safety. And you can see Mathis take the snap. Whether this was designed this way, doesn't look like he looked very long before he just threw that ball to the sidelines. And with nobody home, the flag is thrown, and 2 points chalked up to the Pirates on the safety, makes it a 23-0 lead. Vermilion free kick from their own 20-yard line. Well, that one is going to go against the Pirates, and the roll is going to take them all the way back near the 15-yard line, where Collier gets cornered in down there. And a flag going down doesn't help anything either. Puts him back to the 15-yard line on a holding call. Little swing pass out to Wyatt Nemitz, and another flag goes down. Another holding call against the Pirates. This, from time to time, has been a bugaboo. 7-yard pickup by Bunce, and Isaac going to work again. See, he just does not go down easily. 5'9", 200 pounds. First catch of the night for Blake Parker. Well, it winds up, and look at this. There's Blake Parker. 60 yards all the way down to the Vermilion 6-yard line. This is almost like you just come to the edge of your seat when you see Lesh back there, and when he winds up to crank the home run ball, it's like, oh, there he goes. Just that little hand signal, take off, go deep, and Parker has his man beat. He even had to wait for that one just a little bit. But they get all the way down to the Vermilion 6-yard line. Nicely done once again. Isaac bunts down to the 1. On the play fake to Bunce. Got a little shovel pass forward to Collier. Didn't quite look that one in all the way, and it ends up being 3rd down. They'll make up for that one in a hurry. That was probably a harder catch than the one before that. He's not going to miss 2 in a row, you know that. Braylon Collier, 3rd touchdown catch of the first quarter. And the Pirates now have a 29-0 lead after a 7-play, 85-yard drive. When you have the play fake to Bunce, it's going to freeze some of those linebackers, and it opens up Braylon Collier. When you have all those offensive weapons, you got to respect everything. And our second look for Matthews Ford was just as good as the first one, as the celebration was on with Joey Ziegler. 1 quarter in the books, and the Pirates have exploded to a 30-0 lead. And boo to you too. Second quarter coming up next, brought to you by the Old Fish House in Huron with knickknacks, snacks, all sorts of BS facts coming your way. You settle in at the Old Fish House in Huron. Wow. They talk about a great scene with the Halloween decorations and that moon lurking behind the clouds above. Here we go to start our second quarter. And Slay just boots this one into the end zone and lets Vermilion start from their own 20. Little jet sweep for Keegan Fry. Off the play fake, Mathis. Nicely executed. Take that ball all the way to the Perkins 40-yard line. On the look once again, Mathis. Nice job of reading right here. Sees that outside is going to be covered. Hole opens up in the middle, and that's where he decides to go with it. Mathis, a 6'3", 185-pound junior quarterback for the Sailors. No room that time for Mooney. Head coach Jalen Santoro just got to be super happy the way his kids responded in this football game. Best of luck to the Pirates during the playoff season, being brought to you by RE/MAX Quality Realty, Linda Armstrong, and the A-Team. And special thanks going out to these local businesses. Thanks again for these businesses who support the Game of the Week, and please get out and give them your support. Daly's Pub, UBS Financial Services, Fidelity National Title, Leslie Murray Law, The Landmark Kitchen and Bar, Luco, O.E. Meyer Company Propane Division, Pizza Brothers. Well, that's a glorious sight, isn't it, on the Civista Bank scoreboard. Well, this time Reagan Kaufman had that option covered. Well, if Mathis Sees what he did last time. Reagan Kaufman quickly changed that scenario around and stopped that play for nada. Cam Fosco on the chase. Mikey Young on the chase. And finally putting him away was Joey Ziegler. Boy, what a nice sophomore year it's been for Joey as well. Pirates getting the football back at the 9-minute mark. The 5-yard pickup by Isaac Bunce.
Yes, sir, VP. Cover it up.
Pass is complete, number 13.
Notice we have another quarterback on the field, and the Pirates, that was Sam Schweinfurth, making a nice connection on the play with Caden Nixon. And you start filtering subs into the game early with a 30-0 lead. You know, you don't want to take the chance on injury. Look at the shoulder fake by Schweinfurth. And a nice catch as Nixon goes up to grab it. 25-yard pickup down to the 32-yard line of Vermilion. And then there's Isaac Bunce. And there's Isaac Bunce. Isaac takes it 36 yards for the score, climaxing a 4-play, 68-yard drive, and the Pirate Express is rolling. Sorry, Coach K, I took your basketball logo away from you. But this truly is an express early in this game. This is their play of the game for Civista Bank, who is focused on you. Again, Isaac Bunce has had such an outstanding close to the regular season. And now the playoffs opening up in much the same way. Bunce to the house for 6 more. A 36-0 lead. And all you need to say about the extra point is Noah Normington Slay. Right there is your play of the game for Civista Bank, focused on you. Lush back out there to hold for Slay, who just watches another one go through, just like all the other ones this year. 37-0 Pirates, 7:15 left to go in the first half. Good luck to the Pirates all throughout the playoffs in 2023. Brought to you by the Baybell Restaurant and Bayview Center Bait Shop in Bayview. Thanks to the following local businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Wake Up and Waffle, Cold Water Company, Schmid Architects, Shorehouse Tavern, The Crimus Company, Pizza House West, Ben Olemaker. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not a sponsor, he's doing radio work. Or Coast 100.9. Oh, see, he knew the camera was on him the whole time. He flashes that Mr. America smile at you all of a sudden. Like, he knew.
That last one was good.
Good up personal look at Eli Sanchez. Here come the Sailors. As we say, good luck to the Pirates all throughout the playoffs this season. From Hartung Title, Ed Hartung and the bunch. And a quick double pass attempt coming up here for Vermilion. Ball still at the 20-yard line on second down. Whistle blowing because of a false start. This would move the Sailors back to their 15-yard line. Evan Coons still protecting the ball even after the whistle blew. Never get enough practice. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. A relaxed bunch of Pirate fans now with a 37-0 lead here in the second quarter. There goes Mathis the other way. And Aaron with a long gain. 28 yards out to the 43-yard line. Reagan Kaufman. Tell you what, these Perkins kids on defense, they know how to get to the ball. By the Numbers Play of the Game is brought to you by James Rusat's CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. And Mooney with that pitch. Reagan Kaufman. See, the play is actually turned in by Braxton Martin, and Kaufman's there to get him as he turns the corner. It's just taking all the options out of this. It's just great team defense by the Pirates. Yeah, I think you can see a little bit of smile underneath that face mask. Job well done at your By the Numbers Play of the Game for James Rusat, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Pitch for Coons this time. Just slipped around the edge to pick up a few. Steady diet of Evan Coons right here. Banged out of bounds on the home side of the field by Levi Jackson.
Come on, Tim!
Come on, Tom, where's the ball? It's on the other side of the field.
Lost that one.
Well, you can see Mathis wanted to hand that off, and the ball carrier didn't want it. No, you take it. I don't want it. I don't want these guys tackling me. Glashan, Jackson, Martin. Hats on the ball. Mathis going upstairs. And the flags are going to be thrown on Wyatt Nemitz. You can tell he didn't like it, but we'll take another look right here from Matthews Ford. But it's almost like when he looked back, he kind of, oh boy, I hope they don't throw. Yeah, they did. The intended receiver kind of looking back, Keegan Fry, like, I hope you're going to throw that, Laundry. And sure enough.
Pull it back! Run it back! Run it back! Run it back! Get the ball!
And McGlashan finishing it off with a nice little barrel roll after the tackle is done. This is your team play of the game, brought to you by Tarina Sidoti Realtor. Tarina and the team at Berkshire Hathaway. Big first hit made it. Well, look at this. He got three bodies on the ball. Reagan Kaufman, John McGlashan, Braxton Martin, Joey Dietrich up to help. Team defense all the way for the Pirates, and of course the front roll by McGlashan to finish it off. That's your team play of the game. Live, laugh, love, and list with Tarina Sidoti Realtor from Berkshire Hathaway. Mathis running for his life away from Kaufman and throwing incomplete downfield. Coverage down there by Brady Legando. Vermilion with a nice little drive intact here. Legando on the coverage. Ball out on the 14-yard line. Mathis looking and looking, nowhere to go, and down he goes in the arms of Cam Fosco. That was an awfully nice grab. Brock Myers finishing the drive for the Sailors, a 15-play, 80-yard drive, and it took 7:04 off the clock. Well thrown ball by Mathis, and he put it right on the money. Look at Legando's all over him. But remember, in high school ball, all you need is 1 foot in. And the officials saying he did. And with just 11 seconds left to go in the first half, the scoreboard now reads 37-6. Wyatt Nemitz on the return. Perkins would start from back at their 17-yard line as the first half winds down. Sam Schweinfurth, the quarterback, sophomore, 6 feet tall and 160 pounds. Best of luck to the Pirates in the playoffs for 2023. From all the folks at O.E. Meyer and Company, Propane Division in Sandusky. Up close and personal with Blake Parker splitting out. Wyatt Nemitz almost turned that thing into gold. He's trying to tiptoe those sidelines on the far side of the field. Your Pirates 37, Vermilion 6. It's halftime on TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Halftime being brought to you by Hartung Titles, supporting local athletics for generations across the North Coast. Or Halloween. But, you know, it's my imagination, whatever, but there's more decorating for Halloween nowadays than I have ever seen before. Here is your Perkins High School Marching Band. Perkins High School Marching Band performing at halftime, and Mustard and Ketchup performing as well up in the stands as Halloween draws closer on this Week 11 playoff game. 37-6, Pirates with the lead on our Civista Bank scoreboard at halftime. Struck early and often in this one, building a 30-0 lead after one quarter. Yeah, nice to see all the attention that Eli Sanchez is getting now. And as a sophomore, you talk about a future that this young man has, and it is just limitless. Jake Ziegler, happy to be getting some action here late in the year after sitting out most of the senior season for him with injury. But nice to have him back this time of year. Sam Schweinfurth with the warm-ups. Noah Normington Slay with the kick. And our second half is underway. Fry on the return, and nice open field stop for the Pirates to get this second half rolling. And of course, with the Pirates holding a 31-point lead at the break, it's a running clock, which means the clock is only going to stop in case of injuries or timeouts. The clock just keeps rolling continuously, which means basically you've got the ball game won. I've never heard of anybody coming back from a running clock and winning a game before. See a penalty flag flying in there on a holding call, which brings the Sailors back to their 31-yard line. Coach Harbaugh saying, yeah, I'm glad you got a hold of that one because that was illegal what they just did. Fair catch called for and taken by Braylon Collier. And the Pirates now going to come with Tim Bowles at quarterback. He's a 6'3", 200-pound junior. Third quarterback we've seen for the Pirates on the night. Bowles carries for about 4, leaving the Pirates with a third down. It's inside move by Bowles to pick up 11 yards and a first down out at the 43-yard line. Look at Levi Jackson. First you see him, then you don't. 57 yards for a score, capping off a 4-play, 70-yard drive. And with 5:19 left to go in the third quarter, the Pirates on the board again. Get that nice inside move by Levi, and boy, did he cut back into open territory. There was nobody home in the middle, and he goes untouched the rest of the way into the east end zone at Firelands Health Stadium. Jackson, a freshman at 5'9", 165 pounds. Talk about a big thrill. Freshman scoring in a playoff game on a Friday night, and Perkins now on our Civista Bank scoreboard, building their lead to 44-6.
Thank you. Let's go, son!
Well, there goes the helmet. There goes the flag. High snap, handled nicely by Mathis. Oh, on the ground right there. I'm going to take your helmet, and it's going to go into the creek. Look at this. There it is. And goodbye. That is what you call a brainless stunt that draws the penalty. You get a face mask, and you get a personal foul. And you lose a whole lot of respect. All the way back on the 13-yard line. Look at even the cheerleaders over there. You can believe what he just did with that helmet. That's disgusting. Good luck to the Pirates in the playoffs all throughout the 2023 season. Third quarter winding down at Firelands Health Stadium, formerly known in the old days as the Campbell Street Gridiron. Well, they really were the old days. Fourth quarter next on your Game of the Week. Here's your dead-end cemetery as our fourth quarter gets ready to rumble from the Baybell Restaurant and Bayview Center Bait Shop in Bayview. And also brought to you by James Ruthsat, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Now this is really going all out for Halloween. That thing does look like it could huff and puff and blow a few houses down. Here's a punt to start the fourth quarter from Vermilion, and Perkins will get the ball back on their own 25-yard line as he gets a good Vermilion roll. Sam Schweinfurth back out there at quarterback, absorbing a 6-yard loss on the first play. And then a little inside toss to Blake Parker for 9 out to the 28-yard line. And Levi Jackson. Well, yeah, hey. Well, that's making it her. Yeah, it's your last game. Well, understandably, Perkins bench upset. This is a good example right here of when the referees play this little game on the field called blind man's bluff. Levi Jackson with a catch right there. And we just wanted to see what they're doing blocking downfield, if they're doing their jobs. Now we come back to the ball, and here it comes. Jackson's out, bam. Well, that should have been 15 right there. Should have been, but wasn't. And it just goes back to Levi Jackson once again. Or, would you believe, on the field running this time is Jermaine Kennedy, a sophomore at 5'8", 185 pounds. A lot of different players got on the field here during this playoff game, and that's nothing but great experience for the future. And some very deserved reps for these kids who put in all sorts of time during the week getting the varsity ready. And we all know that the better reps you get during the week, the better off you're going to be on Friday night. Schweinfurth with that pump fake, but couldn't find anybody to throw it to. Good coverage on the intended receiver that time, Keegan Russell, a 6'1 senior. Schweinfurth with good protection, plenty of time to throw that ball. Nicely delivered and nicely defended. Just couldn't quite wrap it up. There's a little toss to Jackson as he's run out of bounds for no gain. So the Pirates, for one of the few times this season, I think that might be like the 8th time all year that they punt the football. Signs of good business up next. Please support these local area businesses. Capizzi's Pizzeria. Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Crush Wine Bar. David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services. Wendy's. Noble Crafts. Schmid Architects. Holler Furnace and Sheet Metal. Diedrich Motors. Vermilion with the ball back and just 5:03 left to go. And again, the second half flies when you've got a running clock going because even incompleted passes, this one's caught by Fry, but even incomplete passes, the clock would just continue to run. Marking the chains for first downs, continues to run. Fry once again. Few reps here for another junior quarterback, Terrence Anders. Evan Coons being pulled backwards. Coming up next is a North Coast Moment, which is brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio. Well, we had our last look, unfortunately, at the giant wheel and everything inside Cedar Point for this season. Always kind of sad when you say goodbye to Cedar Point for the year, but you know they're going to be back in the spring, and more fun coming up on all the coasters. And with that new boardwalk this year was all sorts of fun with the pavilion on the lake and the great views you get eating dinner. It's your North Coast Moment, and it's brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio. Clock will continue to run on the incomplete pass. Coverage for the Pirates from Cash Cook. And there's Cash Cook on the tackle. Anders trying to hit Mathis downfield, but the ball game comes to an end, and the Pirates, with win number 1, moving on to the second week of playoff activities. And thankfully, being a number 1 seed, you get another home game. And this one against St. Mary's Memorial from the hotbed of football in Ohio, that Western Ohio area. St. Mary's Memorial comes to town next week, and they are going to run the football. That's all they do, is they run the football. I think they've only thrown like 54 passes all season long.
By virtue of their victory tonight, the Pirates will play the winner of tonight's.
There you go. Tee off, guys. Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll be seeing Logan and Vinny very soon at the golf course again. And boy, I'll tell you what, folks, they're pretty darn good golfers, too. Nice job, guys, and you all get tougher, though. St. Mary's Memorial will present a whole new challenge.
Women's next, baby.
And that's what you'll see next time we get together on the North Coast Game of the Weeks. Thanks so much for joining us, and enjoy this playoff run. As you know, we think back to 1999. What happened then? Could it be again this year? The next chapter, week number 2 coming up as the Pirates enjoy the alma mater. So long, folks. We'll see you next time we get together for the Pirates and St. Mary's Memorial on our Game of the Week.